What's up, GTA 5ers? MC in the house here. Today we're going to look at part 2 of my money making series. This centers on the CEO and VIP work. But first we'll start off. Last time I suggested using the Galvanator Baller, but I found another car since then. It pays a little bit more money, so if you run across the Uber Mach Sentinel, it pays $9,500 and the Baller still pays $9,000. So as I told you in part 1 of this series, you can sell a vehicle about every 45 minutes in GTA time. That's pretty much a day, 24 hours in GTA 5 time. So if you find these Sentinels, grab them, sell them, you'll get another $500 more. Another YouTuber had a video out and he was showing, he was circling around in a Sentinel he had bought. And he was saying he was getting $17,000 for them. I'm not sure how he was doing that exactly or if that was completely legit. But I would sell these Sentinels or the Ballers, whichever one you happen to run across. The Ballers seem to spawn a little bit more often than the Sentinel does.
What's wrong with her now?
We'll just run in here and let you take a look at it. And then we're going to take a look at the 3 main jobs I do
Should be running better than ever.
under the CEO VIP category. Now, you don't have to be a CEO. If you got a friend that's a CEO, you can get him to help you do these. So we'll go over them one by one. There's 3 jobs. And you'll see I've made the $9,500 and we're good to go. The first job I like to do is sightseer, and you pretty much need a helicopter or either a fast car, but sometimes you can get in a situation where the briefcases are so far apart that you really struggle to get to them in time. And I'm all about doing easy work. These jobs are easy, very little struggle. In fact, this one, you can do it in a private session, so you don't have to be in a public session, even though it is a CEO job or a VIP job. So there's 3 puzzles you got to solve, and they come in random order. This one's really easy. It's data crack. And you just line the little thing up in the middle with the red bar, and that gives you the location of the first briefcase. So then you fly to the briefcase. I suggest using a helicopter. Like I said, it's quicker. You want to get it down to about 5 minutes. And that's the highest payout pretty much. I think even when I've gotten it down to 10 seconds I only paid $25,000. But go to the heliport, or if you've got a helicopter, call it in. Hopefully you'll get a Maverick or a Frogger. They're a lot faster than the other ones. The Annihilator and the Cargo Bob are really slow. So we're going to fly over here. I'll cut some of this out so you don't have to watch me fly the whole way. On every package, we will fly this one on out and grab this one, and then the other ones I'll cut some out because you don't want to sit here and watch me fly for 10 minutes. At least I don't think you do. If you do, you might also enjoy watching grass grow and paint dry. So we're almost to this first one, and in a little bit I'll give you a breakdown on how much time you've got left and how much money you get paid, because if you don't want to take the full 10 minutes you don't have to, but you will get a lesser payout if you don't. And they give you I think they give you 15 minutes on the clock for this mission to get all 3 briefcases. And like I said, if you do this in a private session or a closed crew session, closed friend session, it's a whole lot easier. There's not anybody bothering you. In fact, you can do it by yourself. The briefcases are pretty much in standard locations. They vary each game, but you'll end up seeing them in the same places over and over. Alright, there's the first one. We'll do the next puzzle here in a minute and find the location of the second one. This one's I actually lucked into that one. That, and sometimes is a little bit of a bear trying to find those numbers. It's a set of 4 numbers, and lucked out on it. It's right there in the middle. Okay, we're going to the second one. I cut out some of that junk. Here's the breakdown. If you do it about 7 minutes, leave about 7 minutes to the clock, you get about 22,000. If you leave about 6 minutes, it's about 23.5. But if you get it all the way down to 5, you'll get the full $25,000. So that's basically taking you 10 minutes. And it depends on how much money you want. If you'd rather just do 7 minutes and get to 20 some odd thousand dollars, then hey, more power to you. Just depends on how much time you want to spend and versus how much money you get. There's the second one. We'll do the third puzzle. We'll just go ahead and show you. This should be a word puzzle. And we'll see. And bada boom, there it is. It's a word puzzle. So we're going to spell out, I guess it's Morpheus. Must be a, what is that movie? The Matrix, a Matrix reference. So this one's not far away. We could have driven a car for this one. But since we've got a heli, let's go ahead and fly. We are going to need to waste some time because I got like 9 or 10 minutes left, and I did cut some of this out. So I'm going to just walk around a little bit until we get down to 5 minutes. And that's our goal, because if we get it exactly 5 minutes or less, we get a magical 25K, which I just love to do. And there's our briefcase. We will take baby steps and walk slow until we're right there, and bang, 25,000. And our guy's going to celebrate by doing a little air thrusting. And then we'll move on to our next job I like to do, which is hostile takeover, or hostile takeover, some people say. I recommend getting a Karen Kuruma. If you got an armored limo, you can use that. You can use an insurgent. However, an insurgent's easier for them to shoot it through a window. So I went out a little ways out so we could waste some time, because the more time it takes, the more money you get on this. Although you don't get as much on this one as you do for Sightseer. So I called for my Kuruma, and this idiot drives up and knocks the door off. So I'm like, what the heck, I can't drive into the airport, and that's the location I suggest you do this mission. It's the easiest one, is the Los Santos International Airport. Can't do it at the military base, but it's a lot more trouble. So I'm going to grab this civilian car, or computer car, and then once it lets me, because you have to wait about 2 minutes or so to call another car from your mechanic, I'll grab my Kuruma with the Do Squad logo on the side, and we'll drive on to the airport. Now what I like about the Kuruma is you can just roll up in there and they pretty much can't shoot you. Oh, let me show you my special entrance. This is how I go to the airport. I don't use the ramp or the gates. I just go over here to a broken spot in the wall, drive over, bam, we're in. No trouble, no hassle. We don't have cops. We can roll up in there, surprise them. So we're good to go. As we come up here, you'll see a guy. Oh, we got a little air there. See a guy with the red arrow over his head. That's the guy that's got the briefcase. So we've got to kill him. So we're not going to shoot or get out of the car or anything. We're just going to run over him. You can shoot him if you'd like. I like just running there and run over him and keep running over him until he's dead. And you don't have to get out of the car on this to get the briefcase. Simply run over it. Got it. Back up. Get out. And go to the destination that's marked on your mini-map. And like I said, you're in an armored car, unless they get really lucky and make a really good shot, which you'd have to probably be sitting still for them to do that. You're pretty much invincible. So you can drive around, you can be fast, you can take your time, whatever you want to do. But I will show you the route back there. There'll be cops everywhere because we've got a 4-star wanted level. And this mission generally pays between $15,000 and $18,000, depending on how much time you take. The more time, the more money. Although I found that even if you take a lot of time, you don't get that much more money. So I use this as a filler in between doing Sightseer, simply because you can't immediately turn around and do Sightseer again. You got to wait about 4 minutes between jobs. So just for variety, this is another one of my favorite missions. And this is also fun to do if you or a friend has an armored, like a insurgent with a gun on the back. It's fun to use that to cause havoc. Some people use a turned limo. But this is pretty fun if you just like to blow stuff up. So we'll just roll along here and show you how easy it is to do this. Once again, just like Sightseer, this can be done in a private session. No one to bother you. Told you I'm all about ease of job, no stress, no hassle. We got no stress, no hassle because we're in an armored car. They can't harm us. We can take our time, and we just roll on. And during the wait times, because it'll make you wait anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 minutes between VIP CEO work. You can do blow up or blow up too, if you want to. Maybe do a 6-minute mission, get 11,500. At the end of this thing, I'll give you a summary of what you could potentially make in an hour. And also, don't forget in between these missions, if you find a baller or a sentinel to sell those. If you've elapsed to 45 minutes since you sold the previous one. Hopefully after you've done this and Sightseer and maybe one other mission, you've got 45 minutes by then. If not, do it after I show you the third one. And we're almost there. We'll take a little shortcut here. We almost got trapped on the steps. We'll take a little detour down by the little fence. And if you get bored of watching this, just fast forward ahead a little bit. The third mission is going to be piracy prevention, and it pays $30,000. So I'm sure you want to stay tuned for that. There's some specifics you have to do with that, and we'll cover those in just a moment. We're almost to our destination. And if you're wondering about this car that looks copper, this Corona's copper color, just drop me a note. I can send you the combination of colors if you want to use this color on it or one of your other cars. It's kind of a copper bronze. It's like a penny, a shiny penny. Okay, here's our destination. I want to point out something else kind of funny. You got a 4-star warning level. All these cops are chasing you. Immediately, as soon as you turn it in, bam, everything's over. They forget it. They're not chasing you any longer. The stars are gone. Isn't that amazing? We pull up here and all those cops were just behind us, and they're now gone, and that ranked up nice. Alright, moving along. Piracy prevention. It requires a public lobby. You cannot do it in a private session. And your CEO that is going to start the mission has to have a yacht.
Everything hurts.
So you want to get a helicopter and fly over to the yacht. You can only do this one once an hour. The thing you want to do here, though, to make it easier on yourself, and the same with CEO work when you're doing your crates in the warehouse, exit out and go back to single player, set your aim to free aim, and then go back into a public session. There'll be less people in there because not many people like to use free aim. Okay, that's the reason you saw me go back to single player, change my options, and then start a public lobby up. I made it to the yacht. In a public game, there's not too many people in here. It's more than I'm used to in a free aim session, but it varies. Trying to start it, but the other there's another VIP job going on right now, so it's going to make us wait a bit until that finishes. But that won't take long. Okay, we have the other one in, and we started it. Basically, they put 10 minutes on the clock. You've got to go up here and defend the upper deck. Basically, if anybody comes, they'll try to get in there and they'll try to capture where this yellow circle is in here. Now, I've done this job maybe 10 or 12 times. I've only had 2 times that people have ever even tried to attack, and we were able to repel them. To check, see, just press start, press A or X if you're on PlayStation, and then the other button to switch your mode and look at the map. You can tell if anybody's coming. So while you're waiting around, just keep checking the map, see if anybody's going to show up. And this one may be easier to do with friends. Okay, let's take a look at how much money you can make. If you sold the Sentinel, did Sightseer, did Hostile Takeover, and you do this mission, In about 32 minutes, you would have that much money, about $81,000. It's probably 42 minutes because you have to wait in between. Here's the way I would suggest you do it. Do some blow up twos in between. And you could potentially in 1 hour make 141,000. And if you sold another car, you could probably make 150,000 or more. Not bad. Easy money. Like I said, it's just money waiting to be taken. Not a lot of hard work unless people do attack you on piracy prevention. If you've got a friend with a yacht, another CEO friend with a yacht, and you've got one, you could switch off and do it every 30 minutes. So, hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more from the Duke Squad. And drop a like if you liked the video and maybe a comment. It's always appreciated. Thanks a lot. Peace out.